Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to discuss about what is virtualization, what is hypervisor, and a vSphere vCenter server architecture. Before coming into what is virtualization, we need to know a traditional architecture which is existed before the virtualization came into existence. In traditional architecture, we'll be having a hardware with a CPU, RAM and a hard disk. On top of it, we'll be installing an operating system that may be a Windows, Linux, Ubuntu. On top of it, we'll be installing an applications and configuring it according to our requirements. So this traditional architecture has some drawbacks. For example, if you have some 64 GB of RAM and your operating system and applications are using only a 32 GB of RAM in that resources, the rest 32 GB is getting wasted. So we can't utilize this 32 GB for any other purpose. In that case, there is a new way to utilize this unused resources. We brought a virtualization into existence. So what is virtualization? Splitting up the device into multiple devices virtually based on computing resources with the help of a software. So this software is nothing but an hypervisor. What hypervisor do? So when it comes to the virtualization architecture here, on a hardware, as I told, we'll be installing a software. That software is called a hypervisor. So this hypervisor job is to split up the hardware into multiple hardwares virtually, like by creating a virtual machines. In short, we'll call it as a VM. So by creating a VMs, it will split the hardware into multiple hardwares. So when we install a hypervisor on this bare metal, the hypervisor has the features to create a VMs with a required RAM, CPU and a hard disk, and install an operating system and configuring applications as like in traditional architecture. So getting deeper into this, we need to know what is a hypervisor. So let's go to the next slide. Hypervisor is of two types. Type 1 hypervisor. In a type 1 hypervisor, as we saw in our previous slide, on a hardware we'll be installing a hypervisor. On top of it, we'll be creating a VMs. So this hypervisor, we have a EXXI from VMware and Hyper-V from the Windows and Citrix Zen server also. So in this video, we'll be talking about EXXI only because this video belongs to a VMware concepts. Now comes to the type 2 hypervisor. Type 2 hypervisor is nothing but on a hardware we'll be installing an operating system. On top of it, a hypervisor, that means like hypervisor as like an application. So if you can see in your personal laptops, you will be installing a VMware workstation, VM player, Oracle VirtualBox. I think you have already gone to this softwares which helps you to create a VMs inside that. So this kind of creating a VMs is called type 2 hypervisor. Coming to the EXXI, EXXI is developed on a Linux kernel. So the full form of EXXI is Elastic SkyX Integrated. VMware has developed this EXXI. Installing this EXXI will be covered in a video called Set Up a Lab of VMware that I'll be providing you the link below to this video. So now coming to our next slide, vSphere architecture. vSphere architecture is nothing but installing a vCenter. So what is a vCenter task? vCenter is nothing but a console, creates a console. vCenter server is needed to manage the EXXI hosts and the VMs present in it. So assume like we have two EXXIs and we have a VMs inside the EXXI. To manage a VMs, we need to log into EXXI and then only we can view that VMs and we can manage it accordingly. So what if you have a 2 EXXI host, then you need to log in to both EXXI hosts, and you need to manage it, which will take a lot of time and which is not a user friendly. So VMware has a vCenter server which is installed in a two ways. One is like vCenter appliance and one is vCenter on a Windows server. After installing a vCenter, and this vCenter installation video is also clubbed in the VMware lab video. Coming to my next slide, vSphere architecture. vCenter. What is a vCenter? vCenter server helps us to manage the EXXI host, and along with that we'll be having an extra features called HA, DRS, fault tolerance, which we'll be discussing in our later videos. So vCenter server can be installed in a two ways. One way is like installing through vCenter appliance, one is like installing on a Windows server. So once the vCenter is installed, we'll be having a console where we can create a data center and add our EXXI host to the data centers. There are also a data stores which acts as a storage to this EXXI host. As you can see here, a cluster was there and EXXI hosts were added to the cluster. Why I have did it in last, because the EXXI host can be directly added to a data center and can also be added after creating a cluster and adding the EXXI host to the cluster. Cluster has some features like HA, DRS, where this HA and DRS are very much useful for VMs. With this cluster features, you can easily able to manage your VMs without a downtimes in the certain cases of failover or a host failure situations. Now everyone has an idea of what is virtualization, what is hypervisor and vSphere architecture. Now let's go into the lab and create a data center inside our vCenter and add a EXXI host, then create a cluster and drag an EXXI host into that cluster. Let's go to the lab now. This is my VMware lab. You'll be having a video how to set up a VMware lab, and I'll give you the link below to this video. As I told you, username is administrator@vsphere.local, and I'm giving my password. So we have logged into our web client. After logging, we have to go to the hosts and clusters. Click on hosts and clusters. As you can see here, my vCenter server vc.shantosh.com. Right click on it, create a new data center. So what all options we have here? Create a new folder, deploy OVF template. So assigning a license will be covered in other video. Now we are creating a data center, so create a new data center. We need to give a data center name. I'm giving it as India. So my data center is created. Just click on this drop down. So my data center is getting created. As you can see the status here, you can see India data center is created. So right click. Now the second thing we have to do is add host. Coming to the other options, we can create a cluster here, but we are adding a host now. Add host. I have my EXXI servers installed already, providing my IP address here. Click next. You have to give your EXXI credentials here. So your credentials are getting validating. Click yes. So this is your host information. Like we have assigned an IP 10.0.0.4 to the host EXXI. Click on next. So at last the summary ready to our EXXI host name, version, license is evaluation license because this is just a lab. VM network is created, there is a data store one, that means the hard disk which is attached to the EXXI. We'll be knowing about a data stores in our coming videos. Lockdown mode is disabled. I'm gonna explain you about lockdown mode also later. So VM location is in India data center. So click on finish. Once you click on finish, you can see at a recent tasks like the host is getting added. It's 80% now. Now you can see it is completed. Now go to the data center India and you can see your host here, EXXI host. Now next thing, we're gonna create a cluster here. So new cluster, I'm giving this cluster name as Bangalore. I'm not powering on any DRS HA because we'll be powering it on later. So I'm just clicking OK on it. You can see the cluster is getting created. Cluster is completed. You can see a Bangalore cluster here. To add this EXXI host to this cluster, you can just drag and drop this EXXI host on a respective cluster. Now you can see in a drop down approach, like in a data center you will be having a Bangalore cluster, and Bangalore cluster you had an EXXI host inside the cluster. In my next video we'll be looking at how to create a virtual machine and features of virtual machine. Hope you all like this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.